the meeting is already pre-set up before you get there. But so I wanted to ask you this. Like, I remember specifically, I was going through a breakup. Shout out to my girlfriend, Stacy, at the time. And I remember I wanted her back. And I remember being in the car playing throwback. This is before I met you. This is just playing throwback. And I remember singing it. And I'm like, how the hell do you come up with those words? Like, how'd you capture that energy? Like, cause like you told the story from a real nigga standpoint. And I feel like that was one of the records that, cause you know, R&B back then was soft. Like you was, sometimes I love her, sometimes I love her not. Like you was soft, but you came in and Jadakiss was on it. Like, how are you able to write songs for these characters? Like, that's what you're really doing. You giving characters a hit. How are you able to do that, bro?
You know, I wasn't the only child, but I was the only boy. So you spend a lot of time alone and your imagination is just wild. Also, the way I grew up was in the middle of the country and on the East Coast. So my dad's from New York, my mother's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So growing up in part of my life in New York and part of my life in the middle of the country, Milwaukee, you got to understand Milwaukee is right connected to the South because so many people were borrowed from the South. Then you got the West Coast, they have that influence. If you really talk to a person from Milwaukee, you would think it's like a California type of... So it's so many different characters and personas that I was connected to directly. So I was able to imagine